All right, everyone, welcome to the stream. Today we're working on this V2 I have here for a friend. This is actually one I sold some time ago. I'm trying to adjust the camera further down so you guys can see it. There we go. And I do apologize if everything's a little bit laggy. Something's up with my connection, I think, so I'm not too sure. This is not as smooth as it normally is, so please do forgive me if this live stream is just like weird because normally on my end things would be a lot looking, but I'm not sure what's going on this time. Oh, cool, 2000 robot. Thanks for joining. All right, so this Blue V2 is one that I bought for a friend. Well, I bought this uh some time ago, and I already sold it to a friend about this thing for a while now, and it's been sold for a while. Thankfully, it sold to a friend. He was patient enough for me to get around to this one, and now I'm finally getting to it. I already have it dewired. Currently, the reason it's just the it's just the upper bodies because the lower portion was actually broken. Let me show you that. I got grease on me. Ew. I like really getting my hands dirty. Well, in this case, I have to because V2s. So this is the original lower portion of it, and of course this whole portion is missing because the leg cap was actually shattered. So there was that, and I couldn't really reuse this because the spring holder is actually snapped off too. So I had to replace this, and huge thanks to my friend Daniel. Daniel, if you see this, you know which Daniel I'm talking about. Because we ended up doing a trade, and he gave me this piece from his old bronze V2 that he parted out. So this literally came in handy because this is one of the pieces I needed in order to be able to actually start any repairs on his because I actually am running out of these kind of pieces. So I'm checking to make sure that everything is there. I know there should be a ring of some sort, and that ring is actually not there. So I'm gonna try to get it off. Oh, Trisha Jummy's on. Cool. Hey, welcome. Actually, did he even supposed to have that ring? Because I know some V2s have it and others don't. Actually, I think it does have it. It's just it's stuck on there, so we're good. All right, so with the old one, I'm gonna pretty much be parting that one out because the front piece is still good, so I'll need that. And of course, 2000 robot, yeah, those leg caps this time are actually gonna come in handy because I do need them for another one. This one's hip caps are still pretty good, so that's fine. Now I gotta find what I did with the spring holder piece for it. I keep losing all my parts, so I don't know where the heck half of them go. I gotta look under here because underneath where this bench is at, I have my whole thing of V2 parts. So you'll probably see me a few times looking under here. And now never mind, here it is. There it's right here. Cool. And let's see, I'm trying to remember. This one, when I took everything off, it did not have the little clip pieces, so I don't have to even add those on this time. So that's good. Let me move my phone somewhere else. It's getting warm over there. Alright, so I guess I can go ahead and start to assemble at least the lower and the upper. We'll pretty much put these two halves back together. Now, something I will mention with these things is when it comes to separating the two halves of the V2, it can always become a pain due to the fact that in most cases, depending on how tight you put the screws in from the factory, or if this piece here alone is yellowed, what will usually happen is once it turns yellow, it kind of eats, not really eats the screw, but tightens more around the screw, and from there, either one of two things will happen. The heads of screws will break off, or you'll end up stripping out the screw, which usually, of course, will be a bad thing. I mean, unless one of these things are broken and it just breaks the screw heads off, then or strips it. Well, if it breaks the heads off, then you're fine because you won't even need this piece anymore if one of these posts is broken. But if it strips, then you're probably screwed. You pray that you have a spare body to put this all on. All right. But normally, the only time I ever have to get V2 in half if I need to replace this whole lower portion or there's a broken gear in the waist. Yeah, not so much fun stuff. Now, with this kind of frame that this V2 has, they're pretty good. A little bit more durable than the original white frames that eventually become yellow, but they also have their own downgrades because even the spring holders on these things still break, which sucks. Alright, so if I got that piece on there, don't want any of this to fall off. Let's get those screws back in place. But yeah, I've had to get these V2s in the house like many times in the past. Even more recently in third gens, because somehow I don't understand why. Third gen V2s like the pearl white and the black with silver, they're the two that always somehow have a broken gear of some sort in the waist with at least the tilting, which I don't understand why. I mean, unless someone like roughly handles these robots, then I guess that would make sense. But I don't know. I'll have to test the mech on this to make sure this waist gearbox doesn't have a what's it called? Doesn't have a broken gear as I'm tightening these. I should probably test that right about now. Actually, yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. Make sure, because oh yeah, gear is fine. So we're good. We are good. Crap. Fun fact: after this Blue V2, I still have another one to fix. Because let's see, the previous Blue V2 you guys saw that I recently fixed, it belongs to Project No Zero. He had me like fix a bunch of robots for him, and just until now, I'm just about done with all of them. Because after that Blue V2, I owe, not really owe, but I got to fix another blue that's in semi bad shape. And then I have I forget what color. I think it's a red one. No, it's another color V2 that he wants me to fix and replace because I was supposed to rewire up a third gen white, but he ended up giving me that one, and we just swapped it out with the other one because he already had the third gen white, so he doesn't want to duplicate it. So now I have one that needs to be rewired because I guess he took the wires out from it and used it to rewire somebody else's V2, which kind of a waste, but whatever. You do you, you know? Yeah, Project No Zero, he's still around. He's pretty much recently gotten back into getting more V2 colors, so yeah. I know recently there was a silver V2 that sold on eBay, and who the person that won the auction actually just contacted me not too long ago about getting it serviced. So, yay. I'll be honest with you guys, I really don't like silvers or yellowed whites. I mean, unless if the yellowed white comes apart easy, well, then I don't mind it. But in this case, there's some whites, yellowed whites, that just break me so much. Because it's like, okay, yeah, I can get this apart. Makes an attempt to get apart, and the first thing that happens is screw strip. I get mad. Because dealing with stripped screws is never a fun thing, especially if you work on a client V2. Hey, yeah, his service. I've never actually gotten a V2 rewired by him, but I have. I'm pretty much the one who rewired all his robots. Well, not all of them, but a good chunk of them. All right, so now we can go ahead organize these cables, put them back up here for the time being, and put this one little bracket because whatchamacallit. This mech was missing the bracket, but you know what? That's fine. I actually have loads of spares of these, but if I get one off from another piece without having to dig in my parts box, then you know what? I will be satisfied. I don't want to screw off again. Let's see. Hello, Jimmy Master Xmas Sandwich. Okay, that's a really strange name, but hi. I know my thing's probably lagging because it's raining over here right now. Oh my gosh, that's so bad. Okay, somewhat better, but not really. Like, I don't know why my connection this time is bad. I would stop the stream, but I don't think it really would matter. Oh, there you are, Robotical Halloween. There you are. I literally was just talking about you not too long ago about how you gave me we did trade. Oh, now I remember what I traded him. I traded him an RS Media cable for the screen for this mech because I actually have a media that is just practically a parts media. It's one I'm working on a project with. Yeah. Hopefully that kid works for him because I don't usually with the medias is one of Wowie's robots I actually don't like that much. Everyone overhyped it, not really hyped it, but everyone says it's the best robot ever. To me, I just think it's the most problematic robot. It's the one robot where a lot of things can go wrong because you have a screen, you got a camera fails, screen fails. It has an adapter jack, which if you're like a 9-year-old kid and wants to plug it in, and you grab dad's DeWalt hand drill charger or adapter that's like 12 or 13 volts, and you plug it into that media, that media is toast. I'll say that right now. But I do own quite a few of the medias. I own 4 medias, 3 working ones, and one that's pretty much used for a project. All right, let's see. Let's get these screws off. Somewhere there, my stepdad's probably yelling at his toolbox trying to find his cobalt screwdriver, which is this. This thing has helped me so much with these V2s because the tip on it is pretty good. It's helped me a lot. And when I moved, I took it with me because I was like, I don't think you'll notice. So, yeah. Come on, screws. Here we go. All right, now here's the fun part. Getting these springs back on to this top portion is such a pain. With the third jets, I usually I usually don't remove springs from it. I just remove this whole back thing, but then getting it back on there alone is just difficult. I hate dealing with the springs. It's literally just a pain. All right, so now I'm trying to think. Now, something I will say, since this is one V2 I've had for some time, and of course, like I mentioned before, I sold this to a friend. I am hoping the board in this thing is actually good because since anytime I get clients or customers, I just call them clients. V2s are either silver or white or yellowed white. Most of the time, their boards on them are dead because either they tested them knowing they had bad wires, or sellers that they got it from tested it, claiming it worked, only did not work, and then killing the board. It's a mess because the only boards I have a few left of. I think I have a few normal boards. I have some pro boards. I think I have like 1 or 2 pro boards left, but those are keeping. Same with the UK side to side boards. What was that noise? I heard something. I don't know. Let's see. I got any new emails, messages? I got a message. It was from Robotical Halloween on Messenger. It's saying nice. Cool. All right. So now here's where we get to the fun part. Getting that opposite spring on. Doing this on the older models is a big nightmare because you can't put pressure on the on one of his shoulders because once that frame yellows, you put uh, pressure on one of the shoulders, it's gonna break. Need that cookie clacky. There we go. I actually do have a yellow V2 right beside me. Well, actually 2 on one side and then 1 behind me. The one that was already rewired by Project Nova Zero years ago, I gotta make some adjustments to it because it was actually a V2 I was originally gonna keep, but then after I fixed it, the guy who was gonna sell me it was like, "Oh, I didn't know he was fixable. If I would known that, I would just gotten it fixed." And pretty much I'm selling it back to him because since it was already rewired, all I did was replace the upper body frame and the head, which we call it. I'm pretty much just told him to just pay me $80 or so. Might be a little bit more now because there's gonna be some other things I gotta do with it. So I'm not sure on the pricing yet. Hey, kids could never figure out those robots besides the dance. I doubt they would know it takes an adapter. Well, I mean, then again, kids end up doing stuff, okay? Even the adults are ones that tend to kill the medias as well. So it's on both ends. I mean, when I was a kid and I had a V2, I only knew how to make a dance, walk, and do a few commands. But when it comes to Media Tuesday, I still know how to use that bloody thing. Because with the medias, I barely reused them. I barely use them. They just stay for display because I don't want anything happening to them. All right, so we got this set. So yeah, look at that. He has a new waist. Cool and good. All right, so now we got this V2. Now we got to pull out the silver one to have under here because that one also needs a certain piece as well. It needs a new lower piece actually. Surprisingly enough, that one gray lower waist piece I put in the blue was supposed to be for silver or the white one behind me, but I decided to go with that one because it matches. How do you find the media easier to use in a V2? I don't understand that because, like I said, there's since it's not joysticks, you don't got your shift buttons, you got shift buttons and everything, but I don't know. I'm just not good with the media. All right, so this one's broken. Where's that body? There's your box. Aha! All right, so what's this one sharper image V2? This thing's not broken, is it? I don't like the fact it's making a rattling sound, but I also don't want to take the head apart. Yeah, this one was already. This one got rewired by somebody else at one point, and it wasn't me or Anthony who did it. This one needs a new lower piece because this one had broken spring holder as well. Well, the thing that kills me is I did have a V2 that still had all those parts good. And then the worst thing that happened was when I mentioned earlier ago about the whole screw situation. If the screw holes break, you're screwed. Well, this is what happened. All four bloody screw heads broke. And I was just like, are you kidding me? And this piece is like still good. So now I gotta figure out. I have another one. I do have another one that could probably work, but actually, let me see. Where is it? This one might still work. It's yellowed, but I don't have much spares of these. I'll have to see if I can make it work. Hopefully, this one wanted to continue using because it's not terribly yellowed. So, but I have no choice, unfortunately. Let's see. V2's just like, I wonder what this shift button does. Yeah, it makes more sense because it controls media mode thingy. Yeah, yellow. Washers. I don't see how washers are really going to help with this. I'm going to be honest with you. All right, so now I'm going to do this. It's not broken. Nope, it is. Nope, I don't want to tighten it. I want to loosen it. And now I got to find screws for this because I thought I had screws, but I don't think I do. I should have like a random spare set of screws here somewhere. At least I thought I did. All right, let's get these screws out. Yep, my phone vibrates. So I wonder who could it be now? Do 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 do. Who could it be now? Do 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 do. Well, what's nice about this little gear, this module portion, is that it matches with the V2 itself, so that's good. And the good thing is I have both legs completely de-wired and everything labeled and all that fun stuff. So I should be able, well, I don't know if I'll get around to even rewiring either of the two today because I think I'm running out of wire. So I gotta order more. And except this I'm gonna order two of them because the one that I ordered, it was just for testing. Okay, you have battery pack. Oh no, don't want to find out. All right, let's see. I need to get these centered again. Don't take my wire. That would be this one. I think this is the right wire. Should be. Okay, so that's quick. Good. Perfect. All right, now they're centered. Okay, cool. Yeah, too much wires. One stuck. Who could it be now? Do, 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 do. Who could it be now? All right, there we go. That's no longer stuck. See, both pigs are in there. Man, this thing is so dusty and dirty because I had this thing on the floor, and since we have wood floors, and this thing was just sitting there for some time, it just got dirty and dusty. And from the looks of it, this is in good condition, so cool. Let's see, I have this one, and I should have another one of these left for, well, the thing that kills me is that the yellow V2 is right behind me. I'm probably gonna have to just rebuild an entire another one. Well, I don't know. I gotta figure it out because the other one behind me, which I don't think you guys can see it, the screws on it are wanting to strip off. Well, they wanted the heads on one are round. They're starting to get rounded out. So I'm just like, well, great. I'm going to probably do something else. So now I'm trying to remember, was it the top or bottom that broke? Oh, yes, it was a bottom. So I got to replace this portion. The upper body on it's still good, thankfully. And I got replacement arms. It's just now the matter of fully taking it apart and rewiring, and then we're good. We are in business. Let's see. Remember the Robosapien movie? It should have came out 2007 because the sequel could have been a Robopet movie. I stopped going thrift shopping with my parents look for Jimmy stuff and all the items. Nice. So it's not a piece of paper towel. Ah, I do. Yeah, don't fall. Need to clean this piece here. There we go. That's nice and clean. Let's clean this bottom piece too. Much better. All right, now we can put the two halves together. And we've got ourselves. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Um. Just drop this in there. Wait, this one's a screw. Aha, this one's a screw. Okay, good. So I can use this screw as an example. So I'm trying to get all these done so that I can finally start focusing on a few more other important things to do alongside with my repairs. So what is this one? That's the crappy one. That's the one I'm gonna use. But I need to find me some more screws because if I don't have screws, I can't hold the freaking thing together. All right. Let's see. Where's my bag of screws at? On the floor. Oh yes, they are on the floor. Ha! A bag of harvested V2 screws looks like. Usually I tend to have more duplicates of certain screws, but What is the kind? It sounds like a skinny one. Really glad I have at least an example of one to use. Because if you use the wrong screws in the thing, you're gonna literally just destroy it, and you'll have a stuck screw in the process. So this one, jolly good show. That is one of them, but I need to make sure that. Let's see, good. That should still work. Also, need to check my phone for notifications. Let's see. Cooper's gonna be like, nice. Can't get copyright for that though. Don't try and copyright me, Roboco Halloween. That's not nice. Eat a screw right now. You have to, bro. I used all maybe two. I used all the wrong screws on my V2. It's fine, probably. Oh my gosh, why would you do that? I always try to remember where all the screws go, and since I've been working on these things for a decade now, I remember what each screw is, and I'm just very strict on it because I just don't want anything going wrong. And is this even the right screw now that I look at it? Yep, looks the same. So I will use that one. And I gotta find. I'll actually need one more because there's one that snapped in there. But even with just having some of these screws make you question them. I mean, some of them look like they're almost rounded out, but yet can still have a grip. And you guys can't see that, but you know, whatever. Also, that was Jim recording. You don't get in trouble. Right? Oh, okay. Well, either way, thank you. Let's see. Nope, too short. Too long. Wait. I also have this bloody thing right beside me here, so I could try to use this. Oh yeah, Ouija like that. Okay, so I gotta get rid of these springs because they're not going to be used, and does the outer buy V2 shells yellow before the inner buy? I don't know. It depends. I think the outer shells discolored first, and then the inner buy does, or it could be both at the same time. I really couldn't tell you. Oh, this is gonna be absolutely painful because the little support things on here that just are able to hold the screw on, they broke off, but the whole piece itself is still there. Now I'm gonna pray that this thing just doesn't explode in my hands while I'm installing it, because it's never happened, and I won't be surprised if it happens on stream. So if I lose a hand, guys, please do not be alarmed. It's the first time. Oh, that's gonna be absolutely painful to do then. You know what? Might as well just remove this off now. This one's still pretty good, so we'll leave that there. Oh, great. So this is gonna be the part I am not gonna enjoy. I mean, getting this piece on there, yeah, I'm gonna enjoy putting that on there. But once it gets time for the springs, I'm gonna wish I was never born. Okay, I can't get that on there. Who could it be now? Do, 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 do. I really don't know why that song's stuck in my head. I was thinking Decorate for Halloween because I am like far behind on that. Come on, get in there. No, why is it not fitting? Actually, I don't want to hold on to the front portion because that may break. No, stop. Something. Okay, am I not tilting this right? Is that what's going on? Aha. I think. Yeah. No. Aha! Is it on? It has to be on. Yay! Cool. God, this looks so bad. And there's nothing I can do about it. Honestly. I mean, a lot of people, when I do repairs for V2s, with V2s broken half, like almost possible, everyone expects me to just put brand spanking new parts in these things, like, you know, as if I like be like, yo, wow, we send me this piece, and be like, yo, fam, yeah, I got you. No, that's not what it is. I thought I heard something, but no. Quick ink stuck on there. Dang it. Once I get this V2 rewired up, cleaned, and everything, then straight into the box you go, and then you gotta contact your owner, because even your owner has been waiting on you for some time, and I just couldn't continue just because I was missing a piece. Oh my gosh, that's a little bit better. Yeah, I'm Mr. Wowie Robotic. Fun fact, I was about to say, I'm still gonna get that screw out, right? Oh no. Well, one screw kind of got rounded out in there, so let's hope this thing doesn't have to be replaced. Because I will cry. You are the CEO of Robosapien V2. Yay! I'm CEO of V2. But at one point, my girl and I were trying to see if WoW could hire me or at least let me do a review on some of their products. One of their products being Robosapien Junior. I know it's not Robosapien Junior. Robosapien Remix. I know the remix robot sucks a lot, but I really wanted to do a review for him just so I can say, hey, I actually was able to do a product review for him on one freaking thing that was current. No, they declined on it because apparently it wasn't popular enough. So I was like, well, screw you guys. So I went on eBay, looked for the cheapest remix on there or a broken one to just crap talk about it. Destroying it was an optional thing depending, but that all went downhill because the one I'm getting actually ended up to work even though it said it did not work, but the seller probably just used poop batteries in it. So I was like, well, dang, this kills the vibe. All right, I am not now. I am not gonna enjoy this. One spring support's still there. Will it even hold? It's probably gonna break. Well, the little spring support thing broke, but that's fine. Am I able? I saw that coming. Let's see, can I do it like this? No. Okay. So this is where you guys are gonna see me struggle. Let's see. Okie dokie. Also, I gotta check on the water for my noodles. I'm making myself some ramen noodles because I am hungry. Okay, so this is gonna. I hate this. Can I even get it in there like that without any breaking? So this is where it gets difficult. When it comes to these yellowed ones, you gotta be super careful because you don't want anything to break. Because if anything breaks, it will probably just shoot at you. Okay, so I can do this with one hand. But when it comes to the one, but when it comes to the other one, that's not gonna be fun. Okay, that's good. Okay, we got one screw on there. Haha. Well, we needs to have you work for and fix all their robots and give them new ideas. It would be very funny if you check Messenger when you get the chance. Oh, great. What is it now? I now wish I had a auxiliary cable because I would just blast this through my little stereo right beside me just for the heck of it. I would do that, but no. Hey Hunter, I'm doing good. Currently working on two V2s. Yours, which your V2 actually is right here. I already got a new waist piece put on, so yours is coming along nicely. And right now, I'm currently trying to get a new waist piece put on for this silver V2, and I'm gonna probably die in the process of this because now I have to get the screw into this side and pray that nothing breaks in the process. I'll be right back, guys. Check the water on my noodles and see if it's almost. Oh, that's been a lot. Oh yes, I think it is ready. I'm going to get this off. All right, I am back. Got my water and my cup of noodles. So now when you set me a timer, let's see, timer of 15 minutes. All right, we're set. Let's see. If the holder breaks, I can send you the piece from my yellow V2. Well, I might have another spare of the holder piece, but it's just that right now, I want to make sure that this whole lower portion, this right here is what I don't want to break. This top over here is probably going to kill me. So let's see what happens. And I bet you if something happens, someone is going to make a YTP of this section of the stream. I can guarantee that. But now I got to figure out how do I want to angle him without anything breaking. Oh, that's not going to be good. Okay. I did this before, and now I can't remember how the heck I did this. So I need to push my chair back a bit. Eh, okay. So. Oh. Okay, so. Haha, we got it. Awesome. Cool. Okay. Okay. Get this under a little bit more. All right. Silver V2 has a new waist piece. Awesome. Now we wait for it to break and scare the crap out of me during this live stream. Okay. Now that we got that done, now I can get onto the rewiring portion of this. So let me set. This V2 is just going to be here on the floor for the time being. And I have two sets of legs that look identical. I know one of them is for my friend Hunter's V2, and the other set's for the silver. Let me see. Yes, I believe my spring holder on the silver V2 was broken, and as well, I believe it's the top spring holder. Okay, so the good thing with that, Hunter, was your silver V2. If it's only the top one that broke and not the bottom, that will save me. That will save me a lot of time because it's just the whole thing of replacing the back portion, and I can just cut that off if the screw strips. So I should be able to deal with your silver. It is raining. Great. okay. I'm just listening to the rain. Don't mind me. Give me 1 second or something. Okay, we should be good. Alright. What do you do if the bomb sprinkler breaks? Well, that's the thing. If the bomb one breaks, I have to replace that whole lower portion with another piece that is still good because the top and the bottom pieces are the things I need the most of, and I don't really ever have enough. Let's see. I got another message from Robosapien Halloween.
Self-diagnostic. Initiate.
Oh, that's great. That's freaking great. That is Kami right there.
Self-diagnostic. Initiate.
Yes, that's exactly what we need. All right. I can't believe it's just raining again. All right. Let's see. What are these feet labeled for? H. That is Hunter's V2. Okay. Now I gotta clear off space so I can get my wires and whatnot. No, I don't care. AVG. Go away. Cool. All right. So much stuff. Stuff. Where do these portal screws even come from? I just have so many ongoing projects that I just tend to forget what even is out here. Oh my gosh, AVG tune-up. I don't care. Go away. There. Alright. Let's see. Move these little bits out of the way. Those are for the blue, I think. Yeah, those are blues. Silvers is... Now let me see. That's blue tape. Um. Hmm. I might just still have enough to actually at least maybe rewire the 6-pin and 7-pin on the V2. I hope. What's it getting caught on now? No, it's gonna put this over. Actually, now that I think of it, I don't think I'll have enough to even. I may or may not. I don't know. I'm like, bruh. Okay. Does the Black and Pro V2 use the RCA parts wire? Actually, no, because what's it called? Why are there more V2s broken than these? Because within the V2s, it all depends on how people pretty much handle them. That's all. That's what mostly matters. With the V2s, they get handled much more roughly than media does because the media looks more expensive than a V2. So V2s can get more badly treated, and that's what results in the broken parts for it. At least that's how I see it. I don't have my soldering iron on, so crap. Now I gotta wait for this thing to heat up. But while that heats up, let me see. Should sell here. Let's see. Fix. Should have one random mission. That random here. Oh, it's raining so hard. see. Alright, so now from what I can remember on the Blue V2, there is no corrosion whatsoever, so I should be fine. And I'll start by rewiring. Let's see, this one has. I think this one has one with less wires, I think. Open up and find out. Alright. 2. Yep, 6. And where's your footboard? Ah, here's it right there. Okay, cool. Alright. I'm only gonna, I guess in this case, I'm only rewiring the 6-pin, 7-pin on the Blue V2 because I will probably run out before I even get to the 7-pin. If I manage to get to the 7-pin, then I'd be happy. But I don't think in this case that's gonna work out too well. Oh, whoops, I accidentally removed Daniel. What in the heck? It's funny how high-tech media was in 2007. People want Huawei to remake media, but if they were going to do... Oh gosh, this kills me. Daniel, we need a longer version of this. I'm dead. That's hilarious. That's strip hilarious. I don't need a screwdriver right now. Why did I throw that in there? That was not supposed to go in there. That was supposed to, this screwdriver was supposed to go in here. Not those there. Alright. Now for the rewiring sequence, which I will probably not enjoy. Where's my wire strippers? There they are. And I think after I get done with these V2s, I definitely want to start the repair of that one media that I have to sell for a friend because we're going to be splitting the profit on that one. He gets 100 and I get the rest. So, woohoo. Well, hopefully I can sell it for a little over 100. It's not hot enough yet. Oh, go. Continue waiting. Let's see. Using TikTok for media. Nah, I would never want to use TikTok on freaking media. Need an extended version of that. Oh my gosh, you sent another one. Dang. Let's see. What did he send? That's hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious. Alright. Is this thing hot enough now to where it can melt my solder? Slowly getting there. Let's see. Yeah, should be good enough now. Do, 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 do. Boom, boom. All right. Yep. I should. I forgot to do something. So something I wonder, what all would you guys like me to do on my channel at some point? I need some recommendations or some suggestions, other than some video game related, because I will never do video gaming on my YouTube channel, even though I did once, but it was on like a really short clip because it was a fail. No, two of them actually, because one of them was Minecraft. But I want to figure out like what can I do with the robots on here, other than someone saying destroying them, which is already a stupid suggestion enough. But yeah, and my noodles are almost ready. So cool. All right, man. The weather here has been just terrible. It'll rain one day, and then the next day it looks like it's not gonna rain, and then it rains, and you're just like, bruh, why? Why? All right, let's see. Oh, yep, there it is. I'll let this continue on for a little bit more, and then I'll go get my noodles. I'm not sure if I'm gonna end the stream here. Make collection updates, make them walking around like 10 minutes. Like I cannot really do that because once I show the collection once, that's the only time I'll show the collection, unless some drastic um, update is done. But whatchamacallit, I'm trying my best to keep my stuff original, not anything like what Joe Bean Videos does or anything like that. But I know at some point I will be getting some more shelves for our little collection room here. So once we finally have that all that situated, I think we need like two more shelves. I think two, three, or four. I'm not sure. But I'm also trying not to buy robots too frequently because I would like to save my money. But the only time I buy certain robots, if it's one I know I can sell and maybe make some money and it'll help me out, then yeah. But for most time, no, not really. Unless it's one I just need. If it's one I need, then yeah. All right. All right. This out of the way. I think I'll probably make this wire, and I might not turn off my camera, but just kind of cover the camera while I eat and continue talking to you guys as I work on this. I think with this I might, just might have enough. Yeah, one wire down out of 20 something. Well, that's the thing. I mean, people can. Someone ever tried doing that. I mean, I don't mind if people do the same modifications as mine, but I offer my modifications as a option. But not most of the time, not me. The only person who's ever gotten the custom from me when it comes to the eyes, the guy here who I have his yellow V2, it has red eyes, but that was done personally by me because I thought I was going to be keeping it. Other than that, my friend Project Nova Zero, he's the one who has some of my custom V2s, but I think he sold some of them actually because I know with his third gen white, he requested to have red eyes, the first third gen white that I did, and so I was like, okay. And I don't think he even has that one anymore. Yeah, now I think of it, I don't think he does. I wouldn't be surprised. Well, because I actually haven't seen that one. Whenever V2s sell, I wait for him to show up on YouTube and see if someone got either one that I sold or whatsoever. Because I do recall There was one V2 I repaired for someone, and in a short period of time, they immediately put it up for sale, and I could tell it was one I did due to the cable protectors that were added. So that's how I tend to identify which ones I repaired. But if any of the things that I had on there is gone, then I wouldn't know unless someone else got it. But something I will say is when it comes to customizing the eyes, it's not really too hard to do. It's kind of time consuming, and honestly, just about anyone can do it. But it's just that the heads, the internals of the heads are fragile. So most of the time, doing that, you can literally risk damaging the head if you don't know what you're doing. Because the inner portion of the head for most colored V2s, they're fragile. The heads are also cramped as hell. Yeah, they are. And then when you assemble the heads, you gotta make sure that the eyes still move left and right. Because if you don't, then it's like, well, great, I gotta go back inside this freaking thing and adjust it. Oh, I really do not think I'm gonna have enough to get me over. Oh, that's gonna suck. Do, 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 do. Okay. Oh yeah, I think I might actually barely even have enough to finish this one's footboard. I'm gonna have to check and see. Right. I got 2 wires made. Ooh, I might. I just may have enough to just at least finish one footboard. At least. If I can at least get one footboard done, I will be happy. And then I can take a break for a while and, you know, order more. What do you mean the head? They're fragile. Like the camera? No, not the camera. So the inside of the head, the frame that has like if you have an original white V2, like one of the early ones, that whole portion inside of the head, like the frame that holds the eyes and the camera and all that stuff, it's originally white, but once it yellows, it gets yellowed and brittle. So whenever it gets silver V, it's the same thing with the silver V2, the sharper image one. The inside of the head is fragile, and if that head like gets bumped around or the roll gets dropped and the head gets damaged, the internal of the head, the frame gets damaged as well. And so certain parts of the head I can't replace because I don't tend to have parts of internal the inside of the head. So sometimes I tend to do is glue the pieces back together, and usually it holds just nicely, even during shipping. And I've had no complaints so far with my repair services, which is good. That makes me happy. It makes it worth it. It makes it worth it at the end. Because one of the V2s I fixed, I made a video testing a broken rewired V2, and oh my gosh, seeing that thing actually still work, even though the thing was just practically obliterated from the torso up, it was something. It was something. Oh, we have a piece of heat shrink on there. Okay. But yeah. Oh man. Okay. All right. Let's see. Yeah, whenever I was taking apart my Silver V2, I didn't want to take apart the head because I felt like I wasn't going to be able to put it back together. If you don't like when you open up the head of a V2, you got so many wires to deal with. It's not really recommended to do. Like I said, if you don't know what you're doing, I would not recommend it at all whatsoever. And something I will mention to people, whenever people want V2s repaired, if there's something I find online that I want, I would usually take that as payment to repair, said robot. So letting everyone keep that in mind. Sometimes I will do it, sometimes I won't. It depends. If I need the money, then I'll be willing to do it. But sometimes it's like, yeah, I need the money. So yep. Kind of hoping at least I can have enough of these made, at least to get to the 7 pins, so then I can make them the wire for it. And now it stopped raining. Okay. Man, the weather's just bizarre. So bizarre. I'm going to take apart the shells only. I'll send you some files to Messenger. All I can say is, when you're taking that silver V2 apart, please be careful with it, because if any shells like majorly break, I have no spares at all. Because the last spare silver V2 shells I had were actually going to be used for a special edition V2 that I was going to build and sell it. It of course, yeah, it had the custom head. Well, the head was still silver, but the head was actually had some LEDs in it. Everything. It was going to be cool, but eventually I was like, you know what? I'll just see if I can sell the V2 itself, minus the head, and now my friend Rubaka Halloween has it. Yep, he has it. He didn't want the head, so I kept the head. So the one thing is that I do have some extra shells, silver V2 shells, but they're ones I'm personally keeping, so I can build myself a silver V2, because I do not own one yet. And as crappy as they are, I still need one for my collection. I think it's actually the last color I need to have one of each color of the V2, at least, the main ones. The resin printers are working great. I'll send you some videos when they're good off work. All right, cool. Sounds good, man. Let's see that again. Message. Why do you keep sending me stuff show to the stream? What is wrong with you? Oh boy. Gosh dang it. And also, Robaka Halloween wanted me to show you all this. Look at it. V2 2022 model. And then we also got SOS V2. The time is currently 4:04. Not found. No, my noodles are about ready, so I need to hurry up with it. So far, I have 3 cables made. Need currently 3 more to go to at least have 1 foot completed. Well, 1 footboard completed, not the whole foot, because again, I don't have enough. Makes me sad. To make sure I have these made equally, because if I don't, then problems will occur. Perfect. Oh man, these cables are gonna get more and more springier as I get closer to the. Well, they already are springy because I'm already getting to the end of the roll. Currently have 4 wires made. Ooh. I hate how springy this is getting. How is it to open the head and change the eyes? No. Well, like I said, it's not too difficult to do, but it's just that you can do the whole head thing in 2 different ways. A, you can remove the head entirely from the body, or B, you can take the head apart while it's still attached to the robot. Which in this case, I always do the first one because again, I make things more complicated for myself because that's just how I am. But yeah, and then when it comes to changing the eyes and everything, you gotta, like I said, you gotta be careful you don't break anything inside the head. Well, at least frame wise. Boards and everything, they're fine, but frame wise, yeah, you don't want to bring anything in there. The only reason I'm starting this now is because I know tomorrow I have work. So yay for me. I've got to go to work tomorrow. Fun. Do, 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 do. Slowly getting there. Tell me, Wilson, my girlfriend always tends to be amazed with how I can work on these things continuously, usually not stopping, but literally just get them done. But I tell her it's because I've been working on these things for so long now, to the point that I know exactly what to do, what I need, and all I need to do is sit down and either I usually tend to listen to music when I do repairs, but if I'm live, I'm just here running my mouth off and talking to you guys. No, dang it. Daniel, why would you log in your Robosapien V2 account and just say Superfly Bonehead? It's like, gosh dang it, man. Man. Let's see. Even. Steven. Even Steven. Alright. Currently have, I think, 5. We should be at 5 cables now. Yes, we have 5. We have one more cable to go. And that might just be the end of this roll. I might actually be able to start a little bit for what's it called? For the other leg. So if I can at least start on one wire for the other leg, I will be happy. It is a real Robosapien V2. Oh no! The V2 has become sentient. We're all gonna die now. Do, 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 do. Alright, last wire for the 6-pin. Ah, my gosh. Okay. Alright. This cable's starting to become annoying because it's wanting to curl up so much, and I'm like, no, you're not doing that. Okay, wait for that to cool down, and my goodness, we'll just throw him a spirit change command. That only works with third gens. It's on a third gens where you make him do spirit changes. What literally kills his own head, well, neck, I should say. It's weird. Come on, quit coiling up. All right, and we have 6-pin complete. Wires made for 6-pin is good. Right now, I should have enough for 7-pin. Let's see. That's 7-pin. This is all I need. Well, yeah, let's just hope it works. Yeah, that's what we want to hope. Now let's see, where is this battery? Eh, I think it's already. Oh, I already did mark this. Okay, start with a red wire and end it with a black wire. So. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Cool. Alright, so I think I need to go get my ramen before it gets cold. Right, so let me set this over here. Of course, I will be covering up the camera shortly, but I can still talk with everyone, and then once I'm done eating, then from there I'll just. Yeah. Alright, got me some lunch made because I have not eaten anything because I had a busy day today. So okay, we'll add with my food is a little bit of spice. Where's my spice? On the table? No. Where's my spice? Aha, here's my spice. Never go wrong with salsa Valentina on your ramen. Like putting this stuff on there. Makes it a little extra spicy, not too spicy. So let me go ahead. Actually, I can probably just move guys. You guys can stare at this box while we talk. Anyway, so right now the stream is a little bit on pause right now due to the fact that having a lunch break right now. But anyways, you guys can go ahead and ask me any sort of question, any questions you have, because I'm pretty sure someone out there has something they want to ask me. Ooh, root beer. Oh yeah, that's good. That is good. I love root beer, especially root beer floats. I think I've only had a root beer float once. I usually would have a Sprite float, but once I tried the root beer, I was like, "Ooh, this stuff is good." I actually used to not like root beer. I never really liked how it tasted or anything. Same with the candies, and then now I just love it. It's weird. Best way to display a V2 or RoboQuad. Uh, I mean, with the V2, you can just have it on a shelf or on the floor, just away from sunlight. Same with the quad. Anyway, well, with quad, most people tend to have them displayed with the legs outwards. I have mine displayed inwards with their heads down because they're on a shelf where their heads really cannot be in the up position, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Oh boy, and guess what? Our girlfriend Robalka Halloween sent us another clip.
Understood.
What the heck? Okay then. That was very random. Alright. Now I got my spice, my hot sauce mixed in there. This should be good. What else do we have? Ooh, okay. That's a little spicy. I think I might have accidentally added a little too much in there, putting like 4 or 5 droplets instead of like 2. Oh well. Uh, but yeah. Trying to think of what else. Now I'm gonna let Zach Lear know that I'm live. He won't be dumb on there. Come on, guys, continue chatting in the chat. I want to read your guys' messages. I'm curious to know what you guys have to say. I'm getting a burrito. Oh, I'm eating a burrito got from the local place called the Plaza, and I'm burning up right now. They put some serious hot sauce in this. Oh man, I love burritos. Burritos are good. Especially love Taco Bell's burritos. I know Taco Bell isn't really like full fledged authentic Mexican food, but I still like it because whenever I get their like I think it's beef, bean, and cheese with rice. I think burrito. I tend to tell them not to put spicy sauce in there, but I always ask for like a side of sour cream, dip it in there. It sour cream always adds flavor. I know not everyone likes sour cream, but I sure love sour cream. It goes pretty good on a lot of stuff, especially with Hispanic foods. I actually can't name of any sort of American food that sour cream goes on. Honestly, hmm. I've got 5 V2s, 1 RS, 2 gray, 2 cream color. Need 2 motherboards, one for a gray one. I don't think I have enough boards for all those, man. Plus, the boards I have, if I even have many left, the boards I sell, depending. If it's for an older model, like a regular board, those my boards are $50 a piece. Proto boards are well, US UK boards, the ones with the tilting function are 150, and then the proto boards are 200. But the US UK ones and the proto ones are not for sale. Those I'm holding on to for a bit. But yeah, with the V2s there, I don't know if I can spare up 2 boards. That sounds like a start. I gotta try. Personally, I take a spoon and eat sour cream out of the container. Recall was just supposed to trap objects. What? Like someone trapped him, but not full on trapped. Person take a spoon and eat sour cream out of the container. That is great. That is great. I mean, I don't like sour cream on its own. It has to go with something. Because either if my mom would make this one food called sopes, I normally would eat them with sour cream, but I would usually get three. One with sour cream and two with no sour cream, and it tastes good. I like it. But when it comes to burritos or tacos, oof, gotta get that on there. Gotta get that on there. Out in Australia, golly, that's shipping the board would probably be expensive. I mean, mm, that would be difficult. I've seen Owl House, but not Amphibia. I don't really watch much of TV or anything. Too busy for it with these repairs. Oh my gosh, what do you send me now, Daniel? What the hell? What? Okay, that second clip where it shows me, I don't even know what was going on there. I know it was with Jordan and Chris, but with the sound effect over, I'm just like clueless. Very, very clueless. So clueless. Come on, guys, let's continue chatting. I want to talk to you people. For anyone who's wondering where Nintendo Wanton is at, my girlfriend, as to why no one hears her around here is because she's currently at work. So pretty much I was off work today, and so this is what I'm doing now. Okay, so let's hear me out here. I don't know if anyone here likes seafood stuff, but one of my other favorite foods is shrimp. I absolutely love shrimp. It's so good. I don't know why, but it just makes it good. Um, I don't have skills to make new boards either. I don't get new boards. I just buy other V2s or like I buy very cheap broken V2s, and that's where I get the boards from. And you're not going to be able to rebuild a board because you're going to have to program it and everything, sounds and all that stuff, and get the sensors. I don't think that's going to be much possible because I don't even have a diagram for him either. Anyways, back to the whole seafood thing. One of the foods I've always wanted to try was Popeye's butterfly shrimp. I don't think we have a Popeyes here where I live. I know when I used to live in VA, we did have a Popeyes there, but I rarely ever went there, which I really should have. Gave it a try, but no. Um, what else? But yeah, when my girlfriend and I and her grandfather, we went to vacation. We went, I think, to two different Popeyes. And first Popeye was like, "Oh yeah, I would like to order the butterfly shrimp." They're like, "Oh, we don't have that." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I was like very disappointed because like the way it looks on the commercial, it looks so good because shrimp, it's breaded shrimp, and I'm like, "Yeah, this looks good." But no, second Popeye we go to also doesn't have it. I'm like, this is ridiculous, literally. Personally, I use voodoo magic to fix fried V2 boards, and then sacrifice my V2 neck gears to keep the boards working. Haha, that's funny. Yeah, I don't think you can do that with the V2, man. I'm gonna be honest with you right there. Especially if you're trying to use its original board. Yeah, that is not gonna work. I'm gonna make sure to save down some anything else. Oh, okay. My goodness. So far, everything is going good. Man. One of the V2s I'll never forget that gave me the most difficult time is still that one yellowed V2, I think. Yellow or silver. It was one of the two colors where no matter what I did, even new batteries, the whole thing would just work slowly and then just kind of like die. Only to find out that it was because the little fuse it had at the foot was bad. Even after putting a second one, it was still bad. So I was like, you know what, screw it. It doesn't need it. And it worked. It worked just fine. Oh my gosh, you sent me another thing? Boy, you're sending me too much. Oh, it's V2 sitting. And that. What the heck? What in the Joe Bean videos YTP? Okay, let's see what this is. Who made this, anyways? What?
I'm over here stroking my.
Today I got this dancing lady that this
George just smiling.
this lady that
What
oh my god, what's this? This is your videos. Of course, textbook nanos, you know, these that's what that channel's for. It's for reviews. It's not for
the heck? Okay, for a split second on that part, I was like, I don't remember Jordan doing that. And then I remembered it was, excuse me, it was that whole like AI. What's that one app? Okay.
I'm gonna send you
A photo of my.
What in the heck?
Hi, hello, I'm the Jebin Vidius. I'm going to teach you how to get free Jemmy animated Jemmy items. Here is a Furby that I like to shove up my ass. These two are also pretty nice. But this one is clearly the best one.
We have a lot of stuff. Mama!
Flying Turbo Fighter. That was the most random video ever. What the heck? My goodness, that's funny. I will never understand. Modern day humor. The whole channel is cursed. Well, I would probably imagine it's cursed. I wonder if there's anyone out there who can make a, like, maybe say a 10-minute long YTP video of me. I'm just curious to see what people will do because I've seen some funny stuff before, and I'm just like, I need to see myself in a YTP, like a really funny YTP. So funny that I would re-upload to my channel, but also give credit to whoever made it. But yeah. Why there's still such a glare on all my stuff, and the camera colors are really weird. Because if you look at that screwdriver over here, where is it? This one right here is supposed to be like a bright green, and on camera just shows up as like light green. It makes no sense. It is 4:30, my dudes. Oh, cool. Yeah. Let's see, something I do. Let me check something here. Let me go back to him. Now, I was hoping I could find that power story track. Nope, can't find it. But I will play these again.
Diagnostic initiated.
This is still great. Golly. The fart noises, like the smaller fart noises, literally remind me of the noise it makes in that one game called, I think, Cut the Rope, where you're like squishing the whoopee cushion and it makes that same noise. And I remember when I first played, I would repeatedly, I think for me, like saw 10 minutes straight, would just be pushing that whoopee cushion, just laughing my butt off. I don't know why I found it funny, but I did. Yeah, there you go. He remembers the game. Rubako remembers the game. That crap was funny. Do, 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 do. Boom, boom, boom. Ugh. I used to play Cut the Rope a lot, but I was way too dumb to get past like level 20. Oh my gosh, I don't even remember what level I got to the point where I just abandoned the game. The chat is now dead. Where is everyone? Come on, people, say some chat in here. I mean, there's literally 6 people watching, so come on. There has to be at least some conversation. It just can't be me and Robotical here. There has to be more of you guys. Really, Chase? Nice. Just nice. Chase, are you a god of inflatables or a god that can't be inflated? I bet, I'm just not going to say anything. I'm not monetized, but I'm not going to get demonetized while being unmonetized. Inflated. The mystery has been solved. Yay! Now, for some radio music. Oh boy, he sent me a photo. This can't be good. I wonder what the photo is. Man, my phone's being slow. Yes, I remember that V2. The V2 holding a gun of some sort. Funny. Very, very funny. Oh man. Let's see. Let me check them quickly. Alright. We are back. BRB. Okay. Alright, now we're back to where we left off. And that is the rewire of the V2. Left off on red, now we need black. Yeah. Ooh, we got 8 people watching. Holy smokes. That is cool. Also, when it comes, here's my question for everyone who's watching. For anyone who used to grow up watching like Halloween cartoon specials, what was y'all's favorite? Because one of my favorite, which I don't think really many people know about, unless maybe some do, but not everyone. And it was called a Scary Godmother. I remember watching both first and second one as a kid, and I think just last year I showed it to my girlfriend because I don't think she's ever seen it before, and she liked it. And there would be times we would rewatch it just to make fun of the movie itself. I mean, it's a good movie. Don't get me wrong, good movie, but just adding some more fun to it makes it funny because we are adults. Okay, 2 wires down. Still a few more to go. Okay, red, black, red. Do, do, do. Yay, and Robako is back. Cool and good. Oh boy, he sent me a Nerd Cursed image. Great. There we go. Reduce that one a bit. Hope everything's coming along nicely. Let's see what you sent. My gosh, V2 with a gray Raver head. That's hilarious. Mhm. Okay, my goodness, that's silly. Remember that time I saw the robot and the board side died? Yeah, literally after waiting, I think 3 months for the bloody thing to arrive, you finally got it, and in the process, you literally killed it somehow. I don't know how, but you literally just slapped it and it died. And to this day, I still pray for that poor robo actor. They lived for a few days. I use it for parts now. R.I.P. Robo actor. It's actually the reason my robo actor still works. Golly. Yeah, I saw for animatronic Santa Claus. I saw it, but you can't program your V2 to have that voice. If it has the original board, you really can't do that. You have to remove the original board and put in another board and reprogram the whole thing. All right. Red, black, red, black. Another red. Just found pictures of my Robosapien V2 wire hell. Oh my gosh, we don't talk about your V2 wire hell. Alright. Still works, so I did it right. Yeah, good point. If it works, then good job. Alright, so before I put that last wire on, I'm going to go ahead and make one more cable. It did die that one time when it fell, but it's good now. I'll never forget that. That was somewhat funny. Where he fell backwards and then he like dead. He literally dead. What's it? I responded to your message the first time to Jimmy Master X Most Animatronic Santa Claus. I literally responded to your message twice, saying that it's not possible for you to do that because you can't reprogram a physical toy board that's already been programmed. So the only way you can do that is literally by removing the original board and installing like an Arduino board and just reprogram the whole thing. That's about the only way you could do it. I did die one time. Literally, actually died in the next snap. Yeah, I remember that. Good times. Good times. Also, that media fix the other day magically fixed its torso position sensor issue when it replaced the arm motor roll. Oh wow! Question is, since you managed to install the ribbon cable for a screen, if so, did the screen end up working, or is the screen pretty much dead? Holy crap! The screen actually works. Now here's a question: did you go through the photos to see if there was anything interesting? Because I know with one of the V2s, with one of the medias I have, there's like photos on there and videos, actually on both medias that still currently work. And then I know Jordan has one where I think a kid showed his butt. I think I'm not sure, but it was like funny. It was hilarious. Oh wait, so how the heck did the screen go on yours then? If it was one of your personal ones, I thought the one you had fixed was one you bought. I thought you bought like a third media or something. All right. Okie dokie then. All right. Finally, have the 6-pin done. Checking everything. Yep, all is good. Heck yeah. Trying to get this gooey stuff off of there. Oh, okay. That makes more sense now. Ah, there we go. Okay, looks like I gotta get do one of these again. I'm gonna turn one of these into a toaster. Alright. One footboard down. Have another one to go, but not entirely sure if it's one I may be even able to do. Okay, let's see. See how much of this board do I have. Okay, so I might actually have enough to just make one more wire for what's it called? Well, just enough to make a second wire. I'm literally going to turn one of my Robosapien V2s into a toaster. Oh my gosh, dude, please do that. I want to see that. My girlfriend would flip because her Aibo is a literally called the toaster dog. It's funny. Now with the next wiring that I get, I'm gonna keep track and see how many V2s I rewire with the roll of wire because I didn't keep track, but I think I might have done quite a few of them, maybe 3, I think. Because I try my best to not use um, the wiring that I use for the V2s for anything else other than them, but sometimes I end up using some for something else. There really isn't much of a way. I mean, anything, just about anything can be replicated with the V2. I mean, the most tedious thing to replicate is that one heavily modified V2 with the voice changing system in it, the lasers, and all that stuff. Now, that I know I could definitely never replicate. Plus, with me, the way I tend to do with my V2s, I just give them red eyes because I'm practically one of the only people who's actually given them red eyes. But of course, my one friend who sent me his third gen black to fix, he modified his and gave his orange eyes, which actually look pretty good. So when you do your V2, yours is going to be the second V2 known to have orange eyes. There you go. Has black eyes. Hee hee, funny. All right, 2 wires made, and this is all I have left. It's just this much wire, so I'd probably use that for something else. All right. Well, there isn't much else for me to do on here for today. So I think, actually, I guess I'll go ahead and attach one of these wires. This is supposed to be negative. All right, let me see. All right, so I guess I'll only put one wire in this one, and then I gotta keep the other one off, so I can just replicate it. And then I gotta order more wire at some point. Not at some point, but sometime this week or next week. Probably next week is when I'll order my wire, so I can get these dudes done. Because my plan is to at least want to get the blue one rewired first, then I'll rewire the silver one, and then just work with each one as I go. So the cleaning and the adjusting, all that stuff. But it depends how. If I end up not feeling like doing it, then I'll just work on the 1v2. Because I know tomorrow I'm expecting a box from Crazy Robot Lady. And she's sending me a box to fix guns for her, so I'll at least have some time to do that. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, well, that concludes that, guys. Let's see what's it. Well, guys, I guess that concludes today's live stream. Everyone who came, I appreciate y'all who came today. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I actually had more people on this time than some of my previous streams where no one was really showing up. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed today's stream, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.